welcome to IS250. I am Professor Fahmi Jalani. Today we'll be taking a look at chapter 5, which is array. Alright, let's jump into it. So, as you all know, array is, according to the slide, is a special variable having one name, but sorting a list of data item, which each item being directly accessible. Or another word for array is vector. Okay. Here we have an example of an array. Okay, where each item of an array is known as element. These are basically elements, right? In this example, how many points in the fourth quarter? So the fourth quarter is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth one. Okay, in Java we just use 0, starting from 0. Okay, and this is 4, which is 28. Right. Next, you might think of a normal variable, basically such as a truck. Okay, and an array is like a train. Okay, or there's a simple example. Okay, next. So in an array, each element location is called an index. Okay, this is basically the code that you'll be using. In this case, this example of my item 1 has index 1. So in this case, my item 1, you are basically forcing the item 1, which is this, to number 42. So from 31 it will change to 42. Right? Simple. Next, 5.2. This is how you declare an array. Array declaration and accessing element. So you have data type bracket, array name, and a new data type, starting with a bracket and new element. So later we take a look at some example. Here is an example of declaration of the bracket in the program, where we have integer item count is equal to new integer 3. Okay, so in this case we have integer count 0 is equal to 122, and 1 is 119, 2 is 117. Okay, and we are required to print item count 1, which is 119. Okay, so from here. Next we have iterating through arrays. Okay, you use it quite commonly. We use a for loop. You declare I is equal to 0, I less than equal to my array dot length. We count the number of array. Later we see some example, and I plus plus incremental. Okay. So how we determine it? In this example, we have determining a quantity of about an array, basically giving you the total of the value. In this example, okay, first they ask you enter 8 integer values. Okay, where the program asks you, okay, enter 8 integer value, right? Minus 8 is num3. So value 1, okay, there's a for loop, okay, and it will compare, right? And as it compare, it will increase the for loop. So value 1 is 3, next it will loop again, value 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, and until it reaches the maximum, right? Whatever value you entered here, okay, will be total up, sum up, and the sum of it, okay, will be displayed here, right? Yeah. So next example, finding the maximum value in an array. Okay, here same thing, we are required to enter 8 integer values. Okay, enter 8. As you enter, okay, the for loop will increase and there will be a comparison. Okay, right. And the value will be kept temporarily. Okay, in this case 456. Okay, and the maximum is 456, right? Next we have multiple arrays. Okay, multiple array is basically having two types of arrays in the program. In this case is how much will it cost for you to send a letter, and depending on the weight of the letter, here we have the weight, okay, and the program requires you to enter a weight in ounce, in this case for example 3 ounce. Okay, so once the user enter the value, in this case 3, okay, here, and there is a for loop, okay, from the user letter weight, okay, and as long as it's not false from here, okay, it will increase, okay, and from 0 to the max, and as it increase, it will compare index 1 for the letter weight to postage cost, index 0, index 1, and index 3 in this case. So index 3 is 91 ounce, so sorry, at 91 cent. So the post for UPS first class mail is 91 cent, okay, in this case, right? Okay. Clear? Yeah. Next, 5.6, we have swapping of variables. In this example, we have swapping of x and y. First, you declare x is 33, y is 55, and you have a temporary value. Okay, in order to swap, you need a temporary area. Okay, x equal to 3, that's the first value. Y is equal to 55. Okay, and temp is 0. So next, temp is equal to x, right? So you bring the 33 to temp, and then x is equal to y, right? X, okay, is equal to y, so we bring the value 55 to x, and last but not least, y is equal to temp value. So now the value of temp value here was 33, and you bring it up, so you have x equals to 55, y is equal to 33. 5.7, loop modifying and copying arrays. Basically, this program will convert the negative to 0, and here they require 8 elements, so you enter 8 elements, 5, 67, minus 5, minus 4, and from there, okay, the value will be converted from whichever value is negative, okay, right, as it loops, it will converted to user value I is equal to 0 here, right? Minus 5, 0, minus 4 is 0. Right. Next we have 5.9, two-dimensional array. Here basically where you have like a box, okay, row and column, rows and column, okay. In this case, the program say my array 00 location 00. This is row, this is column, is 55. Next we have row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 1 is 77. Next we have row 1, column 2, 99. Okay. Let's take a look at example. Here they are comparing the distance between cities, okay, in miles. So the program will prompt the user to key in Boston, Chicago, or Los Angeles. So you have 0 for Boston, 1 for Chicago, and 2 for Los Angeles. So enter city pair. Okay, example 1, 2. Okay. So the first city in this case 1, which is Chicago. Number 2 is Los Angeles, 2. So as city A and city B is being entered, okay, the if statement will compare, right, and it will loop over to the array. So we look for row 1 and column 2, which is 2011. Okay, and we print out distance, driving distance is 2011 miles. Clear? And the last example we have is enhanced loop. This is basically more in depth. Okay, this example we have index 0 to 2, 1 to 2, where 0 is Mike, Scotty, 1 is Scotty, and 2 is Tony. And next, they print the current roster, and then basically we print the string, okay, team roster accordingly, from top to bottom, Mike, Scotty, and Tony, right? Alright, so that's pretty much it for arrays. If you have any question, please feel free to email me or drop by an appointment to visit me. And stay safe and wear a mask and social distance. Thanks. Bye bye.